Hey everybody, welcome back to the Armed Scotsman. Today on the table, we're going to go over an Osight SE with a green dot. Let's check this one out. Right, so we're going to go ahead, unbox it, give you a tour of the optic, tell you about all the features. So it comes with some stickers and a little, how-to kind of a thing. I always really like the packaging on Osight, which is like a really silly thing to say, but I think they do a fantastic job with their packaging. Okay, so inside, we're going to go to this side first with this box. This contains a little handy dandy tool for adjustments, for the wind and elevation adjustments, and it has a little screwdriver to take off the battery compartment, side loading battery compartment. Also comes with a whole bunch of mounting screws. All right, let's put that aside and let's go straight to the optic. This is obviously their small version. They do have a larger version of a red dot or a green dot. This is RMSC footprint, so it's more for compact pistols, as you can see. It is fully enclosed. It does have glass on the back right there, which is really nice. So you can keep out dust, debris, water, whatever it may be. So that's a really cool feature that a lot of optics are trying to switch over to. So it's very, very cool. All right, let's start at this side. Got some really nice branding here. Osight is engraved. It's not like sticking out in your face. I really like that it's classy. You can see it's got the Model SE right here. These are your adjustment buttons. You've obviously got plus and minus. They're tactile, they're audible. This has 10 settings, so 8 are daylight bright, and this is daylight bright. I'll roll in some footage. It's hard, sometimes it's kind of hard to get stuff like this on camera, but it's 100% daylight bright with a very crisp 6 MOA green dot, and it has 2 night vision settings on top of that, so very cool. Moving around to the side, you'll notice that it has kind of a green lens coating on here like that, you can see. This is your lens coatings to help glare and protect your glass and things like that. So that's what you have on here. And you'll notice that it does sit back a little bit like this. It's supposed to do that, like the glass. It is canted just a little bit. It has to do that with how the emitter and the green dot works. All red dots, green dots do this. Okay, so then you'll notice we do have a decent amount of material of 7075 T6 aluminum all the way around here. So it should be able to take an impact or two with hopefully not breaking. So that is there, and then you can see the green emitter in the back right there that's projecting onto the lens. Moving to the side, you have a side battery compartment, which is really nice because most companies are moving away. Obviously, the only big culprit was RMRs, which are fantastic optics, where you'd have the battery on the bottom. So it's kind of a pain where you'd have to, if the battery died, you had to change it, you had to take the optic off, put the battery on, put it back on, and you have to go and confirm zero. Now, I'm still a big fan of people confirming zero every now and again. Don't let your gun sit for a long time and not check your zero. But it was more of a hassle, like, just having to do it. Then, so I do like side loading battery compartments or top loaders. They just make a lot more sense. A little bit more branding up here, as you can see engraved. But going back to that battery compartment, and the battery in here is a CR1620 with obviously it's a side loading battery. It's a small battery, but in saying that, they state that you can get 75 hours out of this battery, which is an insane amount. Now, that's going to be at level 3. They call it mode 3. So that's going to be a pretty low setting. So obviously, yes, that is a crap ton of battery life. But if you're having this set on a higher setting and leaving it, bear in mind that will draw the battery obviously quicker. Now, another way that they're helping with that battery life is having motion activation and shut off. So if you leave this for 3 minutes and it doesn't feel any movement at all, it will switch the dot off to save your battery life, which is cool, super cool. And as soon as it moves, it feels any vibration whatsoever, any movement, it will switch that dot straight back on, so it's ready to go for you. But it's a way for them to help save your battery and make that last longer. So a pretty cool little feature in there. It's a very feature-rich little optic. These are going to be your wind and elevation adjustments here and here. Now, where'd my handy-dandy tool go? It actually comes with a really small screwdriver, so you can take off the cap here, the battery compartment screw right here, and then you have a torque wrench to screw down your screws to mount as well. So it is very handy, especially because these are tiny. So you're gonna need if you didn't have this, you would need a really tiny screwdriver to take these off. But anyway, all right. So go down here. Let's check this out if we can hear it and how it feels. You can hear them. They're not very tactile on that side. Let's go to the top. These are much better. Very tactile. and very audible. You can probably, if I shut up, you can hear them. So this one's not as good. I don't know if that's kind of a standard thing or if it's just, I don't know. But that one is very audible, very tactile. You can definitely still hear this one to change it, but it's not as good as that top one. Okay, also on the top here, you'll notice we have these two little pieces sticking up. Now that is so you can hopefully co-witness your irons and go through, so you don't have to replace like your back irons, that you can actually still co-witness and go through to your front post as well. So that hopefully will save you from replacing those. And then in past the glass, you'll see a whole bunch of ridges in there. That is for anti-glare. So if the sun's coming through here, it's bouncing off inside there, it's designed to keep that glare down so it doesn't affect your dot. And again, there's the emitter in there. One last thing I almost forgot to mention is it has a low power battery indicator. So if this is on, and I'll put that dot back on the screen so you can see it. No, it's not that big in real life. It's just how it's showing through the camera. If your battery is low, it will flash 3 times once a minute to let you know that your battery needs to be changed. Okay, so overall thoughts. I mean, now this is just kind of first look at this. My overall thoughts is you get a crap ton of features in this little optic. It's pretty incredible with the motion on and off. You've got night vision, daylight bright. You've got a 75,000 hour battery life. You've got a very nice green dot, 6 MOA green dot. Now, I'm not usually a huge fan of green dots. The only one I've really tried was on an EOTech, and I hated it, the green color. But I've been really impressed with this particular green color. It really pops and stands out. So overall, I think you're getting a pretty solid little optic with a lot of features built into it. But again, this is more of a just like initial looking at this of all the features you get in here. Long-term review, I have no idea how this will go. But my initial thoughts is it's got a lot going for it. Anyway, folks, that is just a close-up look for you. If you have any questions, any comments, please ask below. Happy to help out wherever I can. And that's it. Until next time, we'll catch you later.